Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Muhammad Nur Hidayat and I will be presenting our conceptual paper, which is investigating the impact of business support and infrastructure provided by business incubators on the performance of entrepreneurs in early startup companies in Malaysia. So these are the presentation outline for this particular topic. So first thing first, let's start with the introduction. Entrepreneurial ventures usually face high failure rates, particularly within the initial 5 years. Studies such as Ahmad and Said 2009 and Nordin Hamid and Woon 2011 highlight that about 60% of early startup fail. Failure can occur at any time and for various reasons, including a lack of substance and early stage error, as noted by Pena 2004. Business incubators are crucial in assisting early startup entrepreneurs and have been shown to significantly improve success rates. This one is as highlighted by Hackett and Dilts 2004 and also the National Business Incubation Association 2007. Next, we proceed to the benefits of business incubators, whereby business incubators can increase the success rates among these early startup. This one have been proven by Abeti 2004, whereby the survival rate of this early startup is above 80%. And as for the successful startup, as the example in Malaysia, which is Reton International Berhad, Iris Corporation Berhad, Green Packet Berhad, and also Tricubes Berhad. This one proven by Santoso 2019. And last but not least, value of incubators, whereby there are significant improvement in survival and success rates among these early startup companies in Malaysia. Next, we proceed to the research objectives for this particular topic, whereby our study has three main objectives, which is the first one is to examine the potential positive effects of business support on the success of early startup entrepreneurs in Malaysia. Meanwhile, as for the second objective, it is to examine the potential positive effects of infrastructure on the performance of early startup entrepreneurs in Malaysia. And last but not least is to determine which elements, either business support or infrastructure, are crucial to the performance of early stage startup entrepreneurs in Malaysia. Next, we proceed to the theoretical framework for this particular topic. The theoretical framework of our study consider business support and infrastructure as independent variable. Meanwhile, the performance of entrepreneurs in early startup companies is the dependent variable. Alright, as you can see from the slide, for this topic, we also have two hypotheses. Next, we proceed to the literature review for this particular topic. The performance of entrepreneurs in early startup companies is the dependent variable for this study, as mentioned earlier. whereby the performance is a critical factor for entrepreneurs, usually measured by success and failure. According to Inyola and Enterbank 2015, performance can be assessed through the attainment of goals and overall prosperity during the business existence. Meanwhile, according to Usama and Yusuf 2018, they did emphasize that performance is a top priority for entrepreneurs, especially during post-incubation period, where competence and success are expected from these early startup companies. Next, we proceed to the first independent variable for this study, which is the business support obtained from the business incubator. Business support includes intangible services like coaching, mentoring, training, and business development advice. These services provide intangible resources such as expertise, brand reputation, and experience, which significantly contribute to growth as noted by Robinson and Stapperet 2014, whereby diverse programs and services, including business tools and expert coaching, further support this growth. Next, we proceed to the infrastructure for this particular study, whereby infrastructure is the second independent variable. Basically, infrastructure refers to physical structure and tangible services like office facilities and administrative services. The importance of office space and shared facilities is highlighted by studies such as Hong and Lu 2016 and also Monson and Jorgensen 2016, which show that these resources significantly influence achievement and success among these early startup companies. Next, we proceed to the methodology part of this study. As for the research design, our research employs a quantitative and deductive approach with data collected through a cross-sectional survey design. We use systematic sampling and targeted entrepreneurs who completed a 3-year program in a public business incubator. Right? So basically the criteria is the entrepreneurs who completed a 3-year program in a public business incubator. Meanwhile, as for the sample size calculation, we apply the G-Power 3.1 software, whereby 89 participants is required as the sample size for this particular study. And then as for the tools, the data analysis was conducted using SPSS 29 and also Smart PLS 4.0 for statistical analysis, employing a 2-stage approach for measuring and structural model assessment. All right, we proceed to the discussion and conclusion. First thing first is the role of business incubator, whereby business incubator, they did play a critical role in fostering the success and sustainability of early startup companies in Malaysia. They provide essential business support through intangible services and infrastructure through tangible resources. Our hypothesis suggests that both business support and infrastructure positively impact performance. By analyzing both business support and infrastructure, we aim to identify which element is more crucial. This analysis, they did helps in terms of tailor program, prioritize resources, and design impactful support structure for startup entrepreneurs. And as for limitation and future research, our study has some limitation, such as the evaluation period and criteria, which may not capture long-term impact. Future research should consider longitudinal studies on to understand the sustained impact of incubator support and business success, as suggested by Rogova 2014 and Berger and Norman 2008. Sorry. So these are the references that have been applied for this particular study. All right, so I believe that's all from me, and thank you very much, everyone, and Assalamualaikum.